Well, hello, my glorious viewers. It looks like you are back for more action with the great Nmembian Maxentius. I am excited to see you. I just got back from my vacation shooting stray diamond miners. Don't worry, they're not humans. I've done it before many times. In fact, last time I only shot 4, but this time I shot 7. So a new record for my wonderful shooting ability. Of course, as you know, I have the greatest in all Africa shooting marksmanship. This has been confirmed at Military Academy of Luabu, and I have made at least 200 shots at over 3 miles. This is true facts, you must believe, okay? So we are going to continue here, of course, and move into the enemy area. I don't want to attack this area of Masina. It is not helpful for us at all, so let us not do that, but we are going to watch all these other areas. It's very possible we may have to go to war with the Morrocans. I don't know if it is going to happen. I hope it doesn't, but if it must, it must, my friends. We're going to look over here at all of the possible diplomatic relations we can get. Relations with Azerbaijan have improved. We just actually got a trade agreement with them. And we will see if there are any possible issues here with recruitment. Very good. We have some soldiers. We're ready to fight for our glorious army. And we will look over here to see our stability. A little bit of unrest in Casablanca. Nothing we cannot deal with. Alright guys, welcome back. Wow, that hurts my voice a lot, but I hope you guys enjoy Nmembe making a few choice appearances. Of course, I'm just his foreign relations minister, so you're going to have to deal with me for a while. But if you like the Nmembe voice, put it down below. We'll see if we can't get the president on more regularly in these situations. Now, it looks like Morocco, as you can see, has really taken Mauritania, and this makes me think that maybe I should have taken Mauritania way back when everybody was telling me to, despite it being a desert wasteland, because now Morocco's on our borders, and I don't like this situation. Let's continue, of course. I'm also going to open up a bunch of other trade access treaties with other countries, allowing us to kind of see what they're selling, what they're looking for. Right now, we are in desperate need of coal, so that's why we continue to prospect, we continue to try and build new plants, etc. And it looks like we've ended some civil disobedience here, and we completed unpaved roads in Wasulu. That is awesome. I want to keep doing that. No. We're still at war with these bastards? This is incredible. We're still here in the Battle of Bambara. We're actually helping one of these guys, and we're fighting here as well. We're actually helping the Kingdom of Mali. And I think they actually need assistance, so we're going to send these 2 infantry units over here. Oh, but then we have to go ahead. No. I guess we'll just have to let the Kingdom of Mali deal with it and try to go straight for Bambara. So that's what I'm going to do with the 6th Army. And let's also look at some other regions where we could build some more roads, that sort of thing. In fact, we should go into our cities, see if we could build any factories, like in Porto Novo. Wouldn't mind getting a fishery, although we have a lot of food, right, guys? Maybe a university would be a good idea, or even a power station. A steel mill as well. We always need steel, so I will make a steel mill, 30 tons. That's going to be helpful. Like I said, right now our main focus is rebuilding the Liberian infrastructure as best we can. Another power station being built over here. We're going to have plenty of power here. What about this area? Also a power station. This is going to be a glorious area, my friends. I will also go ahead and start to prospect for resources in this area. Maybe we can find some precious metals, who knows? You just never know. So let's get over here, and in Monrovia, we should be building something, right? No, we've got everything we need. Monrovia is actually a bustling capital right now, and doing very well. It doesn't look incredible, but it is what it is. All right, let's end our turn here, guys. If these guys aren't moving, I'm going to send them over here to Bambara as well, and let's hope we can finish off Mali once and for all. Alright, Gorma completed unpaved roads, guys. Like I said, we need to improve the transportation in our country, especially since we've taken over so many areas that have no technology. Incredibly, we actually have quite a lot of technology for this particular area. An airbase would be cool, but like I said, low rail density is really the focus right now. And I do believe we need coal and steel to build that low rail density. So that's why we really do need to start probably purchasing it, but we're getting low on money, and I might consider stopping some of the projects we have going here just to save some. But as you can see, a lot of things being built, a lot of low rail density, and when we get all this stuff built, I'm going to feel a lot better. We also have that rail base, or excuse me, that air base everybody wants apparently, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see. Government. I'm going to take a look here at Morocco quickly. So as you can see here, they're actually 54th in military power, guys. These guys are not bad at all. I'm trying to see if we can go ahead and fund some political factions, maybe fund a coup attempt and cause problems in their country. But this could cause a lot of issues. So let's just see. It doesn't look like anybody but the Theocrats actually want a coup. And if this happens, guys, I mean, it would totally ruin them. Of course, the detection threat's going to be very high, and the success rate's 7%. I don't think we want to do that. If we're going to go to war with the enemy in Morocco, we will do it by ourselves. Let's look at these armies. 12-12. It's not anything we haven't dealt with before. Perhaps it's time to start the Great Desert War, my friends. Let's take this gentleman right here, the 83rd Army. And a lot of people think I don't notice, but I do notice we have a shortage in terms of manpower here. You guys can see minus 14 in terms of the supply rate, and all we can do is just keep building buildings and trying to increase that supply count, or that resource count, I should say. Man, these guys are fighting hard. They really don't want to surrender. Of course, now Poland encompasses Ukraine as well, which is a very interesting turn of events, to say the least. Alright, not bad, not bad. At this point, I want to take a look at government policies. Support is still 9%, not great. Let's see if any other support is working here, and it's not. I'm just annoyed that the people aren't more intelligent and can't realize that, you know, it's really a good idea to go ahead and probably, you know, get some actual support that's valuable, some actual support for other political parties that could actually help the country. So that's kind of annoying to say the least. See what Nigeria's up to. Just taking a look at what they're doing. I'm not too concerned with them. They seem like the kind of guys that wouldn't start a war unprovoked like we would. Remember, we are a crazy dictatorship, so our rules of war are a little bit different than Nigeria. And let's see what's going on over here. Come on, beat them in Bambara, for goodness sakes. There we go, guys. Victory in Bambara, and now I think the Kingdom of Mali gets it. Interesting. So it looks like we just kind of helped them conquer a territory, but we did keep part of it. Now I'm wondering, should we go to war with the Kingdom of Mali, or maybe, just maybe, we can make them our first puppet state. And I think having a puppet state would be perfect to be a sort of buffer zone between us and Morocco. What do you guys think? You can definitely let me know in the comments down below. So we have the Kingdom of Mali as Annex Mali. We haven't gotten any money from annexing it at all. Pretty sad, to be honest with you. But we now have troops here. It looks like we are still in the area of the Kingdom of Mali, Bambara. I'm going to start moving all of our troops out of here quickly. Oh, wait a minute, we can create... Wait, no. Let's create some infrastructure. Some low-density rails, of course. And at this point, I might go ahead and actually not only reinforce the border like I've been doing, but I might go ahead and actually stop production of some of the soldiers, because our people have had enough. Let's be honest here. But we might still need to go into partial mobilization or do something more drastic. So we'll see how it happens, how things go. We don't want to establish new governance. It's madness. We're almost done with the automotive industry. So imagine if we become the greatest car makers in the world. Unlikely, yes. Possible? Definitely. Move to Casamance, and we should be able to build something in Casamance if we aren't already. Power station, beautiful. I like these power stations, I really do. Let's end our turn. And now the question is, do we go to war with the Kingdom of Mali? They seem weak, but we saw how much trouble they gave Guinea, and they actually had a pretty huge army. And look at that, the Kingdom of New Guinea, so we already have a revolt. Look at that, guys. Look how quickly that occurred. This might actually not be a bad idea to declare war on Mali, especially now since they're trapped into war with more rebels. These guys can't control themselves. Maybe we need to control them ourselves. We'll have to see. Okay, guys, well, first things first, I think it's definitely time to go ahead and get rid of, or begin, partial mobilization. Especially since we plan to probably go to war here pretty soon. I think it's not a bad idea to do that. And I'm definitely considering going to war with Mali, the Kingdom of Mali here, who we just helped, interestingly enough, because I think that we can govern this area a lot better and have a major border here with the Moroccans. I might even take Mali, since this area is so religiously unstable. I might take Mali and actually just go ahead and make a puppet government. It would have been the first puppet government I made in this Let's Play, so it would be interesting to see what happens if we do that. Let's start moving these guys by road over here. We're going to keep this army over here. If they don't get annoyed, that's good. And I haven't stopped building troops. I'm not going to yet. We've got plenty of men here able to fight. And if we need to, we certainly will. 6-6-12. What about over here? 7-5. Guys, we're going to war with Mali. I'm sorry. Absolutely. Wait a minute. Oh, I see what we have to do. So we have to get out of their territory before we can declare war. So let's get all of our troops out of Mali's territory and pretend like we have no interest whatsoever in conquering your land. We really couldn't care less. In fact, this is weird. Are we in control of Wasulu? It's very strange. That can't be right. So we'll just get all of our units out of here and have some of our units on the border with Morocco and some of our units on the border with the Kingdom of Mali. Again, this is a kingdom. These guys are not as strong as the original nation is, so it's a perfect time for us to really take advantage of this situation. Alright, ending the turn. Best of luck, men. And best of luck infrastructure more than anything. Look at that beautiful army. I love to have these armies spread up. I know I can create army groups, which I definitely do before battles, but I really prefer to show you guys what we have on the field, so you guys get an idea of the strength of the Liberian Republic. Of course, keeping the Nigerian front open here, it's a little scary, but maybe we can get a decent reason to go to war with these Moroccan devils. Liberian Republic has changed to partial mobilization. That's what I'm talking about. Get ready for war, people, because that's what's coming. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this episode, and if you did, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, etc. We'll be back with more very, very soon. But not before we find more people to put to work. I just can't have a single area where people aren't working their ass off. So let's actually go ahead and... like some coastal defense, possibly? I don't really see the point. Let's do some mechanized farm. That's going to cost a lot. No, we're going to wait for now. What about metal output? Let's prospect. That's something we can do. Alright, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. And just to give you guys a quick look of where we stand, we actually are in between Iceland and Moldova and getting close to Guyana, Belarus, Georgia, Cuba, Austria. Our quality of life, guys, is actually not bad, all things considered. There are nations below us that have it a lot worse, even Switzerland. Of course, Congo is extremely bad. So we're definitely close to areas that are pretty bad, but we're getting up there. We're definitely improving. I mean, we're kind of around the likes of Georgia, Cuba, smaller nations with limited recognition, but governments that are functional. So I think that's a good thing. And as you can see here, you can see our military, you can see our production output, our science output, etc. We're doing our best, guys. We really are. Of course, our casualties are significant. We've lost a lot of men in all of our wars, and that's just the way things happen. Let's see who else has lost a lot of people in wars. Wow. So as you can see, Russia and Poland have lost tremendous amounts, and that's probably because of the war with Ukraine. Anyway, of course, Ukraine doesn't exist as a country anymore in this game. It's part of Poland, which is pretty cool. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome, awesome day.